What's up, people? I am back. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. Just shit happened. I just was not in a mood to do the video. But today I figure, even though it is my birthday, figure I'll still do a video. But today I am reviewing and next Tuesday. I am reviewing My Bloody Valentine. I'm doing the original, and then next Tuesday, since it'll be Valentine's Day, I'll do the 2009 remake. And then after that, I'll get back to doing Bond on Tuesdays. So, I kind of want to get back to it too. But I remember watching this one. I had actually seen the remake first. And then I found out it was a remake, and I eventually went back and watched the original. I think I watched the original like 2 years ago for the first time. And I try to make it now almost like a yearly Valentine's Day thing, because this movie is not horrible. I think the problem I have with it is it's a bit slow. I think the remake is a bit better. Like, if I compare, I think the remake has better characters. I mean, it's not just because Jensen Ackles is in it. I just think the remake all around has better characters. I think I think they even gonna go more into his character. I like the Miner in this one, but I feel like the pacing's a bit off, and then none of the characters are memorable, aside from the Chief and the Mayor. I thought they were kind of cool. They were fine characters, but everyone else, they were just kind of there. But I did like the look of the Miner. I mean, it's an interesting design. This guy in a gas mask with a pickaxe. I mean, it works. So basically the premise is Harry Warden, which that's the only thing about the movie I don't really like, is that they do the reveal that it isn't Harry Warden, because they have you think the whole film that it's Harry Warden, who's a miner who they thought, died in this mining accident, but actually isn't him. But basically murders start happening, and the murderer is wearing a miner outfit with a pickaxe, and he would leave hearts, like cut out the hearts of his victims and leave them in like a Valentine's Day, like as a Valentine's Day gift. So at least the killer had a character, but that's kind of what I would say. Really, all I can really say about this film is the kills are decent. It's a solid 80s horror. If you want to get like an hour and a half past it, it's fine. It's not the best movie, I would say. But I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy the remake more, though. I think the remake has better characters. The characters in this you don't really care for. Like, there's this, like, love triangle between, like, I guess somewhat, he's, like, the main character, and this girl, and then this other guy. So there's, like, there's, like, a love triangle, but whatever. Overall, I would give this film, like, a 7. It's, a solid, like, 80s slasher, and that's kind of probably what I'm going to probably title this video. But, yeah. Tomorrow, I'll be reviewing the Josh Brolin classic, Thrashin', which is, like, this old school, like, 80s skate movie. So, I've seen it once, watched it with a friend, so I'll rewatch it tomorrow, and I'll talk about it then. But, other than that, I'm going to cheers, and let's go. Anyway, the movie opens we see this female miner hitting on flirting with this guy in the miner outfit. I think it's an interesting opening because you the whole time you think it's like her boyfriend and whatever, and then it turns out it's not. He ends up killing her by impaling her on a pickaxe, and then the movie starts with Mayor Hanniger, I think is her name. His name, sorry. Reopening a dance because 20 years ago, a mining accident caused Harry Warden to go crazy, murder a couple of his supervisors, give them their hearts, which that's Harry Warden's MO, which I do like. That they try to give the killer his own, like, because this came out in 81. So this was the same year as like Halloween 2, Friday the 13th Part 2. And they could have like just ripped those movies off. And it didn't. They tried to do its own thing. Like, they gave, granted, it's not Harry. I'll just spoil that part of it. But they give him like his own little touch, his own little like MO in terms of kills. Like he gives you your heart to his victims, like as like a calling card, you know? So, and basically the story is Harry threatened to, if they ever did the dance again, that Harry would come back and murder everybody. So we meet our kind of group of survivors. There's like a love triangle between, like, I think one of them's like the mayor's son, and one of them's like the main character who his arc is he left the town and he has to deal with that, and he's trying to get his old girlfriend back who's dating this. I'll be honest, it's not that interesting. And maybe it didn't help that some of the acting wasn't that great. I'm just going to be honest. Some of the acting was pretty wonky. But, like, I can give movies like this a pass, because 80s slashers, some of the, I can kind of, you're not really watching those movies for the acting, right? So it's like, I can give it a little bit of a pass. Like, the acting is passable, but there are some scenes where I'm like, okay, this is pretty bad. But, so we get our first kill. And I'll admit the kills are decent. They're not crazy, but, you know, with pickaxe, impalements and stuff like that. So murders start happening, and the mayor's trying to keep it covered, and I do like that element of the story. And the sheriff, or the chief, sorry. The chief wants to cancel the dance, but, you know, they do, you could tell, I don't know if they took this from Jaws specifically, but, like, you know, that kind of element of, like, the mayor wanted to keep the thing open. Because he thought it would be fine, because it's 20 years. And, yeah, murders start happening, and they start thinking it's Harry kind of is coming back to kill everybody. And then, I do like the mine setting, because there's like a part of the film where some of the victims go through a mine, because like, you know, you have your standard horror trope, right? This guy's taking a group of girls like through the mine that they're not supposed to go to, that's like cursed, and the miner starts killing people, and this is where I'll just kind of jump ahead, because the movie's pretty quick, like it gets going. Like, the pacing is off at points, but there's also times where I'm like, this movie kind of goes. I think the cinematography is decent. You have some, the music's pretty good. Like, that's the one thing about, like, I even like low budget, the smaller slashes that aren't like an IP. The music was decent. They always got, like, the score right. And I do think the miner is a decent design. Like this guy in a gas mask and a pickaxe, like, it works. It's a scary design. And it's a unique design. You know, for the time. Because, you know, this was like the start of like when the slashers were really starting to get big. So it was 81. So Halloween 2, you had Halloween 2, Friday the 13th Part 2. Yeah, the first Evil Dead came out in 81. So yeah, like, that was a pretty big. It's when the slashers were really starting to get big. So, and I thought this film works as one of them. Like I said, the only weak part is the characters. Like I don't really care. Like besides the chief and the mayor, they're like the only two characters that kind of stood out to me. And I guess Axel, because I'll spoil it. He's revealed to be in the outfit, and basically that he was one of the kids that he's the son of one of the people that got murdered by Harry, and he kind of wanted to take a revenge and along with Harry. So we get a chase scene. He gets not impaled, but he gets fucked up to the point. And I know this video is gonna be kind of short, but it's just there's not a lot that happens in this movie besides like the minor kind of killing people and then them trying to stop them. Like that's kind of it. It's a pretty quick movie, but yeah. Overall, though, like I enjoyed it. The ending is pretty creepy. I think the guy who played Axel was a good load of crazy because that ending scene where you just hear him laughing when they kind of cut back because everybody manages to get out of the mine, which I think works as a setting. This creepy mine. I think is a solid setting for kills, but it works because I think Axel, the guy who played him, did a really good job, especially that part where you get the reveal. Even though I would have kind of rather just been Harry, because if you had made it Harry, you would have had it. You could have had your own killer with a name. But anyway, you just hear Axel laughing, and then the music starts playing. It's like a sequel setup, but not. Because we never ended up getting a sequel. We got the remake that came out in 2009, but that's it. We never got a sequel. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's a fine slasher. It's a good Valentine's Day slasher. I think the heart, the actual heart in the fucking heart box for Valentine's Day is pretty creepy. It's a creepy little touch. It's a nice little calling card. The miner's a creepy killer. It's just in general a good design. I love the mine as a set design, and for this movie, the characters are pretty weak. I think that's that's why, if you noticed in this review, I've not really gone into them. It's not like, the mayor was decent. I thought, he had that, I'm the mayor and I want to try to keep this going, even if it means people die kind of thing. He did that role really well. And then you have the chief who's trying to stop it. Even though there are times he overacts at times, but I can almost accept overacting versus just not acting at all. So, overall, though, I can only really say not much about this movie. I enjoy it for what it is. I would definitely recommend, especially if you like 80s slashers, you can put it on. You can watch this one and then the remake kind of back to back. Even though I would say the remake's definitely an objective. It's like I watched the remake a year ago. It was the last time I watched it. The remake's definitely a way better movie. I think there's better characters. I think just all around it's an overall better made movie. So it's one of the few cases I would say the remake's better than the original. So I can't wait to talk about that one. Especially it's funny because I'm currently watching Supernatural right now. So I just started, well, not just started, but I, just got into it because I didn't watch it when it came out. So it's going to be funny to see him in this. Jensen Ackles, because he's in the 2009 remake. So it'll be funny to see him in that. So overall, I enjoyed it. I know I'm saying overall a lot, but I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's your typical 80s slasher, but it works in a positive way. You can put this on and just sit back and just watch some decent kills for an hour and a half and really enjoy yourself. So can't wait to do the remake next week. And yeah, I'll thrash and review tomorrow. Hellraiser 4 in space on Thursday. So that's my next few reviews for the week. So, but other than that, I'll cheers and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. But fuck Joe Biden. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.